Hey, what's up, guys? It's Andrew Santowski, and I'm just making you this video just to discuss betting the money line. You know, people really don't understand the money line and what they're actually doing. In my belief system, I believe that it's absolutely foolish to ever lay the price on a favorite. There's nothing wrong with picking a favorite to win or predicting a favorite to win, but when you actually go to lay the chalk on a favorite and bet it, let's say you're gonna lay minus 200, or let's say with this example I'm about to give you, minus 210. You lay minus 210 on a fighter, you're gonna need to win 67.7% long term at those odds just to break even. So even if you do win that bet, let's say you win that bet, you think your fighter wins, you might win that bet, but you're not going to win the war, man, because betting these odds is not long-term sustainable, man. It's a fool's proposition. People do it. Touts online, touts on YouTube. People recommend this type of stuff, man, and it just, there should never be a case where you ever bet it. I don't care. I don't care if you believe that fighter's going to win, man. It's a fool's proposition, laying the chalk on a favorite to win, man. Just don't do it. Pass on the fight. Develop a sport-specific model where you can make money betting on underdogs, man. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or get out of that sport and find something else you can excel in and bet in. But I'm going to give you this example, man, in a fight that I will most likely have a bet on. And that fight is exactly what I just gave an example of, is the Jiri Prochazka minus 210 that we're seeing on 5 dimes, and we're seeing a plus 175 return on Glover Teixeira here. And I'm going to be on the plus 175 side right here, but there's people actually laying the minus 210 here on Jiri. And I guess it always bewilders me, because like, somebody's actually laying that chalk. Somebody is laying this juice, man. For this to be 175, somebody's betting this minus 210. If not, this line would be minus 110 pick 'em. You know what I'm saying? Where I believe it should be. But it's minus 210 propped up. And like I said, even if Jiri does win and the people that bet Jiri cash this bet, it's a fool's proposition, man. They're going to tell their friends, tell whoever, I just laid minus 210 on a guy. And a smart person's going to think that was pretty stupid. So I will be all over this plus 175, man. Win or lose, the value is clearly on Glover, and the value is on any of these underdogs that you believe is going to win. But like I said, I also believe that opinionated based bets are just as stupid as laying the chalk on a favorite. You should have a model, man. You shouldn't just say, well, I think Jack Della Maddalena is going to win, so I'm just going to lay this juice. I'm going to lay this price. It's just like, dude, you need to have a model. You need to have a system where you know what to bet. You're not just betting 100 different things, and you're not just trying out new tactics all the time and just saying, well, hey, I'm gonna bet 4 underdogs today, or I'm gonna, because you'll wind up in, all twisted up, man, just getting gutted. Long term winning nothing, just getting gutted and spit out, man. And I feel like a lot of these predictor videos, predictors, they feel like they owe the people that they're picking fights for, they owe them all these picks and selections, like, oh, they got all these bets and they got all this. I mean, it's dumb, man. It's a silly way to think. It's a silly way to be. If you're placing all these bets, you're laying all this money. I don't think you have all that money to lay. If you're playing a real high volume amount of plays, you know what I'm saying? If you got 12 different bets on an MMA card, what is your average unit size that you're laying? You know what I'm saying? It's just not a smart way to be. It's not practical. But like I said, it's really not practical, guys. Anytime you ever lay the favor, man. And in spread-based sports, obviously, you're gonna see, you're gonna lay the minus 110, minus 115, minus 120 at most. Spread serves a purpose, guys. Spread is important in spread-based sports like the NFL, basketball, etc. It does matter. You need the spread for those sports. I guess you could bet the money line, but those teams probably aren't going to come through. like they do in MMA and stuff. I don't know. I've never done the research, but I know the spread matters. The spread is important in those sports. In MMA, obviously, you're messing with money lines unless, you know, that's pretty much how it's going to be, money lines. So, and with my motto, I only bet underdogs. But I'm just saying, guys, think about it the next time before you bet a favorite. Think about who's actually betting these favorites. They're probably not smart people. I don't ever recommend betting a favorite. There's nothing wrong with predicting a favorite to win. There's nothing wrong with picking a favorite to win. But it's a completely different story when you go to lay the chalk and bet the favorite. You're taking a massive risk. And you're not going to win the war long term if you continue to do that, because it's not profitable, guys. It doesn't pay. You know what I'm saying? So just think about that, guys.